Hello, I am Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into loyalty metrics for Web3 marketing. We will understand what exactly loyalty metrics and how the Web3 marketing agencies can use this tool to understand more about their customers and how they can improve their marketing campaign. See, there are a lot of things going on in the Web3 world. For example, there are multiple different blockchains are coming up, and also there are more and more people are started using various blockchain technologies either to purchase NFT tokens or send money to their friends and family. So from the marketing agency's point of view, you need to understand how exactly you can track how well your customers are using the platform and how well those customers are using various blockchain applications to track, to send money, to track the token purchases. All those within a single dashboard you should be able to identify. So we will start with the definition of what is loyalty metrics. See, loyalty metrics is basically a quantifiable measure for the marketing agencies to understand how many customers are coming to their website or the decentralized application and how many of them are continuously engaging on a regular basis and how many of them are purchasing the NFT tokens. Say, for example, for a typical marketing campaign, you can have 100 users visiting your page, but only 10 users might be either clicking a purchase button or subscribing your news channel, whatever you are tracking for your marketing. So you need to understand what you can do to improve from 10 customers to say 40 customers or 50 customers trying to purchase the NFT tokens. For that, you need to have a certain metrics and also the tools and technologies for you to understand and improve your marketing campaign at the end. So the one of the main point in the loyalty metrics is the retention. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many users are coming. Yes, it does matter how many users are coming visiting your site for your typical marketing campaign. But the retention is the main goal for the loyalty metrics. If 10 users are coming on only one day and purchasing, and they are not coming back the next day, next week, next month, then obviously the sustainability is not there for your product or service, whatever your customers are selling. So from the marketing agency's point of view, you need to understand with various metrics and graphs what exactly you can do to improve the retention rate so that you can able to show progress in sustainable growth of your community around your NFT or blockchain technology, decentralized application, whatever may be the target audience you want to attract to create a community in the Web3 world. You need to have those type of metrics so that you can understand and grow the customer base. At the end of the day, your customers are spending X amount of dollars for your marketing campaign. You need to show that there is a ROI for the marketing dollars they spend so that they can retain you and you can continuously add value to your customer. And also, you need to build the trust and credibility for the product that your customers are selling. In the Web3 world, to create a community, the trust is the number one thing you need to understand and measure on a regular basis so that you can grow a community because it's all about the community that you are going to build for your product, for your customer's product. If there is no trust, then the word of mouth goes to various social media platforms, then you may lose the customer. And also, it will have a negative effect for your customers' product or services that they are marketing. So you need to create the trust and also you need to create a community around it and you let the community market the product or the service your customers are selling by word of mouth or interacting with the product through social media and talking about it with their friends and family. Thereby, you can grow a community around the product that you are marketing. So for that, the metrics that you collect, the loyalty metrics that you collect is very critical, and use it for your advantage to improve the customer base. So the key concepts in the main themes, we'll talk about it for the loyalty metrics tool, whatever may be the technology you choose, whatever may be the tools that you purchase, you make sure the loyalty metrics have these features. So the first thing is the customizable analysis. Um, each company, marketing company is different, and within the Web3 marketing company, each customer that you have is going to be different. They might be selling NFTs, or they want to create an initial coin offering for the new tokens that they are launching. Whatever may be the marketing goal that you are going to support, you need to make sure that the product you have can be customizable for your internal Web3 company processes, strategies, and goals, and also for your customers product and goals, so that you can able to train the internal resources for the tool, for the platform that you are using, and then they can able to use the tool to track your customers goals and performance to create a Web3 community. And another critical aspect you need to consider is the Web2 and Web3 integration, because there are tools, analytical tools are there in the Web2, like Google Analytics, and there are multiple different tools are there. Using that, you can track how many users are coming to your website or your mobile application, and how many of them are staying there for a longer time, from which geography they are coming. All those data points you can collect, but that's all, it stops there. From the Web3 world, you need all those data in the Web2 side and also in the Web3 data side. What are all the different blockchains they can able to use? What are all the different transactions that are happening? How many transactions are happening? How well the smart contract application that is deployed in a blockchain is working to attract more users? You need to collect those data points and integrate, so that you can able to identify how well the marketing campaign is going on for your customer base. So for that, the tools and technologies you are going to use needs to integrate, provide various graphs for you to understand. Specifically in the loyalty metrics, you need to have tools for you to measure different categorization of the users, where they are coming from, and how long they are staying in the website, and how many transactions they are committing in a blockchain. So for this, the data-driven approach, there are tools available. Without proper data integration, you cannot create this type of graphs and make your customers, so that you can understand your customers. So you need to make sure the tools that you purchase or you subscribe are data driven. They are using data driven approach, are getting the data from multiple different blockchains, and also integrating data from various Web2 sources, like a decentralized mobile application or a website. It could be anything. So you need to collect those data and integrate those data to provide good visuals for you to understand. And ultimately, it needs to provide what steps you need to do to improve the retention rate, thereby increase the loyalty metrics for your customers. So graphs and dashboards will provide those informations. So you need to make sure that the tools also gives you actionable items for you to take on a regular basis, so that your marketing staff can follow that, implement it, and then the next day or the next hour they can see the result, so that they can understand how well the marketing campaign is performing. So the core features of the loyalty metrics tool, the retention curves, you need to make sure that the visual tools are able to tell you how well the marketing campaign is helping to retain the customers. Overall goal of your marketing campaign, or whatever product your service you are going to support for your customers are able to see that how many users are coming in and how long they are staying in the website and how many NFT transactions or whatever transactions they are doing on the blockchain. You can able to tell and you can able to give a report to your customer so that they can understand and appreciate the effort that are being happening, and you can show the sustainable growth for the marketing efforts that you are doing for your customers. And also you need to understand the cohort analysis. This is very critical because the people are coming from multiple different geography. They may be using the cell phone, either Android or Apple cell phone, or they could be coming through desktop, whether Windows or Mac. You need to have all those information so that you can able to create the code and understand. Say for example, the people those who are coming from North America are not coming back again and again every day or every week, every month. But people from Europe, they are coming back every day or every week. That means you need to understand what are all the characteristics of the cohort that are coming from Europe versus the people those who are coming from the North America, so that you can able to identify and implement the same policies and procedures or websites whatever you are creating for the North American customers also. So all those things, if you want to identify, then you need to have a proper code analysis tools within the tool, overall tool you are having. It needs to have the graphs for you to measure those and understand that, group the users and track their performance on a regular basis. And another critical aspect of the loyalty metrics is the event-based measurement. What exactly the event-based measurement? It could be either a marketing campaign that you are starting. You could have a mass email marketing campaign. You could have a social media campaign. Within social media, you could have a Discord channel or Twitter or Telegram, whatever may be the marketing social media platform or marketing strategy you are using. You need to be able to track those so that you can able to group those type of events together and perform the analysis to understand how well your marketing campaign is going, to ultimately grow the community around the product or service that you are marketing for. And also the user segmentation. The code analysis is coming from the particular channel, device, social media. And then the user segmentation comes from different types of users. Say there is a user connection. One user as a leader comes into your marketing platform and they started using the services of your customer. They may bring in more users or they may not even bring in any users. So you should be able to have the characteristics for individual user and group them, segment them so that you can study how well the user base is working on based on whatever the goal you have for your marketing campaign. So benefits and practical applications. Uh, the enhanced user engagement. So if you have a website or a decentralized application, you can be able to use the loyalty metrics to ultimately enhance the user base, and so that they can continuously come to your website and start using the feature, and they can able to appreciate and also promote those features for their friends and family, either through social media discussions or sending emails, whatever way the medium they want to communicate with their friends and family, they can able to do that. And increase the customer lifetime value. See, ultimately, once you have a customer register to your website, you need to make sure that you can able to measure how long the customer is subscribed to the channel or subscribed to the feature. For example, if you have a month to month billing, then you need to make sure that the customers are coming and are coming month after month, or if there is a yearly subscription, you need to make sure that they are subscribing year after year. For that, you need to collect the data and have the tools and technologies to measure that, so that ultimately you can increase the lifetime value for a customer, because the customer acquisition cost is more. And once you have the customer, you need to make sure that they are sustainable, they are engaging with your product or service, and continue to be the customer. And because of the increased customer lifetime, you also need to make sure that you are reducing the churn rate. That's basically, if somebody is coming in and subscribing for a month and they are canceling the next month, that's not good a good approach to increase the customer base. You need to make sure you identify those type of customers and communicate with them using the tools, so that ultimately you can reduce the churn rate. For all those data points, for all those items that we discussed, you need to have a proper data that you collect and you can measure, because from the marketing agency point of view, you need to advise the customers that how well their marketing campaigns are going, how well the services are going. Yes, they are going to know their dollar value is reducing or increasing, but you, from the marketing company point of view, you need to pinpoint why exactly the dollar value is going up for them, or the dollar value is coming down for them, so that they can take measurable actions to ultimately increase the subscriptions and customers, those who are using their features, and grow the community around the product or service that you are marketing for your customers. But for all those things, the data driven decision is very critical, and you need to make sure the tools and technologies that you use in your Web3 marketing supports that, and ultimately provide the benefits that we discussed. So some of these are the step-by-step implementation, how you can implement the loyalty metrics. It's pretty simple. Define your goal. The goal could be anything. Measure a particular data point for a 7 day or a 10 day, or uh, ultimately purchasing an NFT token, or ultimately sending an email to their friends and family about the new product or service that you are launching for your customers. So once you set the goal, then the next thing is to track events. You need to make sure that you are tracking the events for your goals. It could be social media posting, or it could be clicking the purchase button in the to buy a NFT. It could be anything. So you need to collect those and then segment the audience based on your goals and then the events, and then set a time frame. It could be a 1 day, 7 day, 1 month, whatever may be the time frame. You collect those events and use the visuals and perform the analysis, and ultimately understand what you need to do to improve the loyalty metrics. Use the various loyalty metrics to understand your customers, and ultimately increase the community that are going to use the product or service that you are marketing for your customers. So some of the real world examples I have provided here: the Web3 marketing campaign tracking. From the Web2 side, it's a number of clicks, number of site visits, that is very critical. And then from the Web3 side, the token purchases or on-chain transaction, whatever may be the on-chain transactions your customers are doing. So you should be able to collect those and measure it, and that will give you a high quality loyalty metrics for you to understand and improve the customer base. And then in the content performance optimization side, you can have various content that you are going to publish within your decentralized application, explaining the new product or service, how they can use. For example, if you are marketing for a gaming website, then there will be instructions how to play the game, and how to collect, and how to purchase NFTs, and your customers will be creating various websites and various, they will be running a campaign by posting those links in various social media platforms. You need to make sure how well the content is performing, whether the users are liking it or they don't like it, so that you can able to change, you can able to capture the data, measure it, and report to your customers so that they can understand how well their website content is helping their customers. And then the targeted audience. So that's basically, you need to have a targeted the re-engagement. Say, for example, 100 customers are coming in and only 10 customers are continuously coming the next day, next week. You need to understand what else is going on in the rest of the 90 customers, so that you can able to understand and fine tune your marketing campaign to attract them back, so that they will be your customers. Either they need to be registering, they need to be purchasing, whatever may be the goal, you should be able to re-engage the customers. Sometimes some customers may re-engage after 3 months, 4 months, but ultimately you are slowly by surely growing the customer base for your product or service that you are marketing. And these are all some the best practices for implementing loyalty metrics. Like as I said earlier, the start small and then the scale based on your understanding of the data, the tool that you are using. You can scale and add more and more the features into it. And also within your marketing team, you should be able to share the insights of one marketing group within your marketing Web3 marketing company. If one person learns some things about a particular marketing campaign, he or she should be able to share that to other team members, so that they can also understand and you can collaborate. You need to make sure the tools that you are using support this feature. And also you should be able to update the core definition that you are going to create within the marketing campaign for your customers. So this cohort could be dynamically, you need to create it, because at one time it is based on the particular geography, and then the next day it could be based on whether they are using a decentralized mobile application or a website, because your customers are making changes. So based on their input, you need to adjust your cohort definition and create new ones, and then look into the old cohort and see if there is any changes you need to make. So all those definitions, you need to make sure that the tool that you are using supports those features for you. And also automation. In the world of general intelligence, generative artificial intelligence technologies that are coming in the last 2 3 years, that you need to make sure the tools that supports those technologies and automate those tasks for you. And if there is a lot of manual intervention is involved, then obviously your Web3 team members are going to spend more time using the tool. Ultimately, they need to use the tool to understand and take appropriate action and grow the community, rather than spending time and manually creating the graphs or manually collecting the data and manipulating it. That's not going to add value for the marketing Web3 marketing projects that you are going to start and use it. And the feedback. So obviously the tool vendor needs to support the feedback, and also you need to give you need to get the feedback from your team members. Within individual team, you should be able to share the experience of using the tool, so that there could be best practices of using the tool for a particular customer, that can be created within your marketing agencies to understand and improve the quality of your Web3 marketing campaigns. That's all I want to discuss in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And we do have a loyalty metrics analytical tool within our AnalyticKit tool list. If you want to know more information about our tools, please visit analytickit.com. And also, if you want to log in and start using our AnalyticKit platform, you can go to dpa.analytickit.com and start using our technology, and you can see yourself how well it's going to work for you. And finally, thanks for your time, and I appreciate your time spent with me now. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you like it, please click the like button and share it with your friends and family. Thank you. Bye.